In today's video, we're going to be talking about some more details found from the trailer that was released for the Nightclub DLC and on the Newswire post itself. Rockstar actually did 2 on that day that gave out a lot of information, but let's start in the trailer. The first thing I want to talk about is this glowing bodysuit we kind of saw for about maybe like 2 or 3 seconds in the trailer. That is actually not a piece of clothing. Instead, what that looks like is glowing body paint, face paint, or makeup. So the way we can tell is they're actually wearing one of the generic tank tops that was added in gun running. So that is not new. But what is new is the glowing body paint that it looks like we're going to be able to put on our characters. This is even more apparent in the second shot, where you can clearly see it on like their eyes, cheeks, and above their nose. So that is really cool right there. At first, I thought this was an outfit, but it looks like this is body paint, something we're going to maybe be able to do at the haircut store. I'm really not too sure, but either way, I think this is going to look absolutely awesome on our characters as we're dancing in the nightclubs. Now, a lot of people also got very confused with this. These are not the wireframe bodysuits. Now, Rockstar is giving out one of these in the next couple of weeks. However, there are multiple different colors of them. I think there's orange, blue, green, yellow, and red. So once Rockstar gives us the orange one, there's still a couple more that they're probably going to give out throughout the next couple of weeks. That's something they mentioned they were going to be doing on their guest list, is handing out more exclusive rewards. It would not shock me if those bodysuits are a thing we see. So again, that right there is pretty interesting, but it's completely different from what you see our character dancing with in the bottom left-hand corner. So very cool stuff right there. Body paint looks to be coming into the game. Neon body paint that can glow. I really hope we're able to customize this a lot because that looks like a really cool feature. Obviously something very unique and new for the Nightclub DLC. Moving on in the trailer, I can't believe I missed this, but there's actually a helicopter. So once it turns from the nightclubs to the city and it says Los Santos, July, you guys can see a helicopter flying towards the city. Now, is this a new helicopter or is this an old one? It kind of looks like a Volatus or a Buzzard, but I can't tell. And it took me like 10 walkthroughs of looking at this trailer to even notice that this was here. I was just so focused on obviously everything we saw before. I totally missed the fact there was a helicopter flying towards the city. So let me know what you guys think. Is that a new helicopter or is it an older one that we've had in the game since day one? And why do you think Rockstar had it flying towards the city? I think that's pretty interesting. A couple more things I noticed from the trailer. It actually looks like Rockstar showed off a couple different venues throughout the trailer itself. I originally assumed it was at one location, but it looks like it's at least 2 or 3 or 4. So the way we're able to tell is the backdrops behind the different DJs. They're all different, like they have different designs, different lighting patterns. So the one that has Solomon, the Black Madonna, Dixon, the Tale of Us, all of them are different. And in some of those shots as well, you can also look at the roof. The lighting patterns on the roof are different as well. And they also have different features and structures. So look at this comparison right here. You can see the lights on the roof where Dixon is. And then once we get a little bit further on in the shot to where you see the Tale of Us and then that shot at the very end where they showcase Tony, you can see that like the rafters and the sort of like layout of the building is totally different. So it looks like Rockstar showed off multiple different locations here, which is pretty cool. I originally thought they'd only showed off one and were simply just changing the lighting patterns, but it looks like that is a little bit different. And we've been shown multiple different locations, which doesn't shock me. I'm hoping there's a lot of different variety in terms of the places we're able to choose for our nightclubs. So that's another thing I noticed from the trailer. Another thing I'm seeing is still a lot of skepticism on whether or not this is Tony Prince and if this is him in the nightclub trailer. I've said I believe it is him from the way he looks to the way Rockstar have described him on the Newswire. Another thing, they said he was an impresario. In case you guys don't know what that definition is, an impresario is a person who organizes and often finances concerts, plays, or operas. So that could be very similar to a nightclub manager or a nightclub boss, just like what Tony Prince is. And in case you guys want more proof, some sort of background intel on Tony Prince, in GTA 4, you could actually access police databases. And you could look up Tony Prince. You guys can see here. His first name is Gay Tony, surname Prince, age 50, date of birth from the Midwest. He has affiliations to the Ocelot crime syndicate. You guys can see some of his criminal records right here. In 1985, tax evasion. In 1996, possession-controlled substance cocaine. And in 1999, public lewdness. And then some notes on Tony Prince. He's a nightclub entrepreneur believed to have linked in organized crime, particularly the Ocelot crime syndicate, though the DA's office has not managed to make any of the charges stick. Recent raids have taken place to check the safety standards and underage admittance policy of his Algonquin clubs, Hercules, and Mason at 9. And then a couple of other details right there. So I think that person in the shot is clearly Tony Prince. I mean, all the details we've seen so far, just the way he looks. I think everyone is overthinking it. Like, it's so obvious that it's him. I think people are just trying to look for reasons to say it isn't him, but it's like 99% sure that's the guy. Moving on, let's go back to the original Newswire post that Rockstar set up for the Nightclub DLC, and they said that running our nightclub was going to be a 4-step process that involves setup, design, staffing, and promotion. So I think I have a pretty good idea of how all 4 of those stages are going to go. So I think setup is going to be very similar to maybe some of the setup missions we've seen from either the bunker missions or the biker business missions, where once you buy the property, you have to go there. It will likely be empty, and you will do one big mission where you have to steal something grandiose, and that is the setup process. The design process is probably going to be very simple and very similar to what we've seen in previous businesses, designing the lighting, the features, all the extras you want in the nightclub itself. Very similar to setting up a CEO office or a hangar. Staffing, I think, is going to be choosing, do you want the employee upgrade? Do you want the security upgrade? Stuff like that, things that's going to cost you extra money. Probably picking a DJ, you're likely going to have to pick between Solomon, Tale of Us, Sticks, and the Black Madonna, whoever you want. And then promotion. I think promotion is going to work very similar to 2 missions that Rockstar have done in the GTA series. The first takes us all the way back to Vice City, and I've touched on this before. It was a mission called Dildo Dodo, where you basically had to promote one of your shows by taking a Dodo seaplane and dropping flyers all over the city of Vice City. So I would imagine you would be doing something very similar, promoting your nightclub. And a nearly identical mission can be done in GTA 5. It's called Flyer Promotions. It's if you own one of the movie theaters or cinemas only, Michael is tasked to assist the management to distribute flyers through the city in a mallard, activating the dispenser in determined places, and after the task is done, the player must return the plane for a successful completion. So I'm imagining that's basically how you're going to be doing things as far as promoting your business in a very similar way that will get the citizens of Los Santos to show up at your nightclub. After that, let's talk a little bit more about the 2 vehicles that are going to be coming. Let's start with the Ocelots Swinger. Now, traditionally, this vehicle is a topless model. In movies like Austin Powers and in real life, a lot of times we see this vehicle in a topless variant or at least a convertible. So I'm wondering if by default, this vehicle is going to be topless or if there's going to be a topless variant. That's definitely something to consider. Regarding the MTL Pounder, one thing that's significant to note about the Pounder is the box on the back is permanently fixed to it. There's no way to take it off. So because this is going to be the Pounder Custom, I'm imagining it would function the same way, meaning there's probably no way for the Pounder Custom to be able to haul the MOC since the box part on the back is going to be permanently fixed to it. Now, I could see the Pounder working in one of 2 ways. If it's for our nightclub deliveries only, I can definitely see Rockstar taking more of like a party vibe to this vehicle, where you might be delivering more casual products like booze or VIPs. However, if this vehicle is meant to be used for all of our business ventures, then I could definitely see it being more of an armored, more military variant, meant to survive the dangers of delivering in Los Santos and Palito Bay, Sandy Shores, and Blaine County. So I certainly think it's going to be interesting to see what Rockstar do with this vehicle, how they make it, and what sort of features it can have. Now, according to Rockstar, there's going to be at least 1 more Newswire post regarding the nightclub information. We don't know if we're getting another trailer. We don't know if we're getting another screenshot, but what they have said is there will be at least 1 more Newswire post. So on the very first Newswire, they said, stay tuned for more details on how to get on the guest list and earn exclusive rewards. And they actually announced that Newswire post later in the day. And on the guest list exclusive bonus Newswire, they said stay tuned for more details around the upcoming online update, including all information on the guest list perks and weekly awards. So they have guaranteed that we will get at least one new Newswire post coming soon. I don't know when that is going to be. Hopefully it is sometime within the next couple of days to get us more hyped about the update. And finally, last but not least, the final thing I want to talk about today, new nightclub themed t-shirts. A lot of you guys have been asking me what you think those are. I think it's going to be very similar to sort of the nightclub shirts we have in the game right now, like the Bahama Mama shirt, the Mason at 9 shirt, stuff like that. I'm sure we'll get new ones based off of the ones they add in the game. Those are just going to be a part of the new rewards that we're going to be getting over the next couple of weeks as well. But anyways, that's all the information I've got for you guys in this video today. That right there are some of the more details I've noticed from the Newswire post and the teaser trailer that Rockstar revealed for the nightclub update. Let me know in the comments down below if you feel like I missed anything. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you did go on to enjoy this video though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.